You're watching Hockey North. The first weekend of the PWHL second season is in the books, and to break it all down with me, Anastasia Bucsis, hockey insider Karissa Donkin. Karissa, great to see ya. So much to talk about. Just quickly, what was your favorite moment? There's so much to choose from.
Yeah, well, first of all, it looked like you were having a lot of fun this weekend, Anastasia. You had a blast, I can tell, in Toronto. Yeah, what a fun weekend it was. And for me, I gotta go with the MPP shootout winner. I think sometimes we take what Marie-Philippe Poulin can do with the puck for granted just because she does it all the time. She has the puck on her stick and she wins games and she comes up clutch. They call her Captain Clutch for a reason, right? But just because she does it all the time doesn't make it any less special. And I just think that had to be my favorite moment of the weekend, and I think that was pretty cool.
Watching Pooh go score the game-winning goal at home. Yeah, fairy tales, of course. My favorite moment, to be honest, was the no escape goal. Like the jailbreak goal we saw with Sarah Nurse and Daryl Watts. I mean, there's been so much chatter about the new rules, and in this case, we're seeing the new rule actually benefit the opposing team. Like, it was so fun, and the momentum changed so quickly. Absolutely electric, that atmosphere.
Yeah, that was really fun to watch, and I think it just shows Anastasia the importance of winning a face-off, and that's where that play with Sarah Nurse started. Is she wins the face-off, and it's always important, obviously, to win a face-off when you're killing a penalty, but it's even more important now when you're coming out there and you have players who aren't your penalty killers. And then on the flip side, in the Hilary Knight goal, before that, then we see sort of the opposite happen. I think we see the no escape rule, show what it can do there, because we saw two forwards from Toronto who would normally be killing penalties out there. Hilary Knight, one of the best shooters in the league, gets the space to let it rip and makes them pay for it. And I took a look at the stats, Anastasia. It's obviously super early. I mean, only 3 games in, but we were trending around 16% efficiency on the power play across the league last season. We're already up to north of 30%. So seems to be working so far.
Yeah, I'm not very good at math, but that's definitely an increase. Sarah Fillier, Alex Carpenter. Okay, the immediate chemistry. I mean, this has got to be one of the most dangerous duos we've ever seen in the league.
Yeah, and I will admit, Anastasia, I was team split them up on 2 different lines, and then you have that scoring threat on both lines that you could just roll out one after the other. And I was totally wrong. I love the 2 of them together, and we saw that beautiful saucer pass from Fillier. And when she makes that pass, you see all the coverage just go to her and focus on her. And then you've got Alex Carpenter, one of the best at shooting the puck in the league, scored a bunch of goals last season, all alone in front of the net. Because everybody's focused on Sarah Fillier. So they can feed each other like that all year long, I think. And, the question for me is whether you see them break them up at some point if some of the other lines are struggling, just to sort of balance your attack. But if I'm Greg Fargo, I'm going to stick with that duo as long as I absolutely can.
Lots of questions around Sarah Fillier and the impact that she'd have being the first overall draft pick. I think she's answered that question immediately in the first game. Unbelievable. That's a goal you see in video games, let's be honest. Also, though, I mean, talking about goals, we got to talk about goalies. Erin Frankel stood on her head against Toronto. Unbelievable. I'm going to say she might be the best goaltender in the world.
Yeah, I mean, I think we see so much great goaltending in this league. She made some unbelievable saves against Toronto, as you said. And for my money, nothing against Kristen Campbell at all, but I think she was the goaltender of the year last season. I think Boston doesn't make the playoffs without her. But I think we also have to talk about Emrance Mashmeyer. She has looked super solid to start the season. She looked great at the rivalry series as well. And for someone like her, she obviously had a big summer. She dialed in. She also became a mom for the first time, which is awesome. And, you see her really focusing, I think, to make a statement for that starting job with Team Canada in 2026. So I'm really excited to see what Ottawa is going to look like this season. Obviously, giving up goals last season was their biggest issue. And if they can tighten up a little bit defensively and help Mashmeyer out a little bit, I think they could be a totally different team.
Absolutely. Thanks so much. Hey, it's always so lovely to talk shop with you. Next game on CBC is Toronto hosting the Minnesota Frost. at 2 p.m. December 7th. Be there, we'll be there, and we're going to break it all down again here on Hockey North.